at the end of the beaches here.
You show me like I'm local. I have no idea where I am.
You're in Portugal.
So, hello. Hi, I'm Daria, but everyone calls me Dasha because that's how I work, basically. I'm a designer originally, and for most of my life, I would say.
Born and raised.
Born and raised, raised and born as a designer. Yeah, a few times reborn as a designer. Yeah, yeah. So I'm working in different kind of design spheres. Mainly, I'm leading the design projects, the web design projects, the product design projects, the graphic design projects. So I'm just overall a design generalist, which is I think is really common nowadays in design skill set. I actually grew up in very, very creative family. Both of my parents are circus artists. So, so yeah, yes. So now, look at my wonderful, yeah. That's my level of circus artistic skills. Sorry. So that's why, that's why I have like a diverse background of different kind of artists around me, painters, musicians, dancers. So that really was a nice time, and it really was a nice place and family to grow up in. So maybe that's why I shaped as a designer, basically. My parents were a little bit pushy, I would say, because they was like, oh, we can do everything, you should too. And I was like, okay. So I started to paint at a really young age, and then I decided, okay, if I paint, so what should I do? Okay, let's do design. So I chose the topic about the passion and obsession because that's what I experienced as an entrepreneur last year, heavily, I would say. Because so what's happening when I have some idea? I don't know if you have this kind of thing. So I have an idea. It just came out of nowhere. I'm just here, and it just hello, and I was like, oh, genius, yes. And I just do this, and this is my laptop. And nobody see me ever again. No family connections, no friends connections, maybe some food, obviously toilet, okay, but nothing else. So I'm just there. Maybe shower once in 2 days. So I'm just completely absorbed by this. And I was like, oh, how good am I? Look at this. Look, this idea is just the best one. Market research, market actually, that doesn't matter. Because I have an idea.
It's what matters.
Yeah, it's me. It's me and my fantastic idea, I would say. So it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. And we all know that not every idea is valid to the market and blah, blah. Yeah,
You don't buy it.
yes. Yeah, I'm an investor and I'm the buyer, I'm everything all at once. So what I do, I always write. So I don't store everything in my head. That's impossible. So I did a second brain, not like the physical one.
Okay.
Just talking to the brain. No, that's I use the Obsidian. If you know this program, no,
Yeah.
you know. So I use Obsidian. I will show you after if you want to. So it's like a learning wiki database, but from your perspective. So it's like a second brain that will help you create some things. So what I do is like on every daily basis, everything that comes to my mind, I just throw in there. And sometimes it's like just crazy things because our mind is random. So what you actually need to do, but what I do is I put all the ideas throughout the day, products, random thoughts, article thoughts, speeches thoughts, whatever thoughts there. And by the end of the day, I go there and I sort them out. If I will not remember, so I had the product idea at the beginning of the day. So I came up with at the end of the day. I look at this and I can't even remember what was the idea about. That's not the idea that I wanted to implement. So that's how I basically sort them.
Like a brainstorming.
Yes, but with myself, with my second self, obviously. So, but some ideas have a go basically, and I just develop them in a little bit. But sometimes I just can't stop, and that's the problem when you just have a blast. I don't know, that's really hard to track sometimes even. So you are just here and you are in the situation where you were not showering for 3 days, so that's a problem. And that's why I try to work towards more healthier approach, because obviously I can be, and everyone I think with the right mentality can be in this kind of flow all of his life, like this. And that's okay if for anyone it's okay, it's normal. But each burnout after this thing is heavier and heavier and heavier, and that's I think it's not like an end. There is an end, I mean, to all of this, like I don't know, mental facility or something like this. So obviously some ideas have some kind of impact, more impact, because so what ideas actually drives me like crazy. It's like, I will change the world of productivity, or I will change the world of blah blah blah, something connected to mental health, for example. But that's just my assumption, basically. If I will do the market research, there are products that are already solving this, and these things. But I don't do this because I know that I will face reality and it will not be so pleasant. So I will be in my dreams about my idea, and in 2 weeks time I'll understand, okay, so I just wasted 2 weeks for some random thing. So last time I was developing a product, and I'm no developer, I'm no engineer, I'm just a product lead or something like this. And so I know some things, so how to conduct research, I know how to do designs, but I have no idea how to develop. I know basic HTML, CSS, this thing, but it's not enough, obviously. So what I did, I was talking to AI, I was talking to friends, and I was developing the product myself, was like a dead end, basically, because I can't do this. That's impossible. I have no idea how to approach it and where to start. I was just grabbing random things, reading the different articles. That was horrible, I would say. And I developed actually something.
There we go.
And I developed something, and it was kind of working. But when I saw it in the developed way, it was not the idea I had. And then when I faced reality one more time, I cannot do everything. So if I'm down to earth and I'm mentally prepared for this, I can experience this kind of process when I have an idea, then I have to develop it, and then I can let it go. But sometimes some idea is so it's like extreme obsession, and I just cannot. And everything I learned during this process is basically, I would say, waste, because I don't learn. I just take, paste, go. And that's it. I don't analyze this. I don't reflect on it. So I don't have any basis. So I just, like a Lego. When I was discovering what kind of things can help me out with this kind of just keep me on the nice level of loving the product and still loving myself in this product. So and everyone else actually also, like connecting to people. So it's developing the hobbies outside things. So basically running sessions, yoga classes, meeting people, eating, nice hobby, everything around. Like another thing that can help you be yourself outside everything else. Talking to people is a really nice thing. So you have someone to talk to, not just about this idea, but just overall about like random things that you're expressing. It will just really help you with the support, even if people will not give you any, direct things to do or like an action plan, but just like to share something. That's really helps. Also, which not helps at all. And I actually wanted to ask all of you about this. So we have some kind of frameworks to build a plan, an actionable plan, when we have some kind of things. So one of them is, for example, SMART goals. And I really tried to apply it to my life, like measure timelines and everything, and it doesn't work, like at all, because it's really business oriented framework. And then I started discovering like, okay, so how can I be out of these things? And then I understand that every planner that I'm using, everything that I'm using is linear from the the top to bottom. And I was like, but that's not the process is not linear. That's impossible. And all the planners, all the calendars are like that. And I was like, but I need a tool that can help me with random things. So I'm using FigJam for this, or like a Mira board, so you can just drop things around. It's also possible in Obsidian now that I'm using this. So that's a really, really good space where you can just drop things and connect, and like a detective board, basically. That's what works for me. So I have a tag system for ideas. So for example, if I have like different ideas, so what I do at the end of the day, as I always do, I create like tags. So for example, this idea connects most of all to productivity, and this idea to writing skills, these things. And then, I'm not sure if you can see from here.
I do this.
So yeah, that's Obsidian, yeah. So basically you have a system that you connect, and it helps you to connect dots, and you have, for example, what is this? Obsidian learning, for example, that's the tag I'm using for the program learning that I'm here right now. So, and I have tag system over here. Where is it? Somewhere in here, it's tag system, and everything is connected to the tags. So what I do, each idea, I try to have a tag. If it's already existing, amazing, good for me. So I will have more insights for this topic. If it's not, I'm not putting a tag. I'm just pasting like what it can be, basically. And then when I have some kind of these things, then I create a tag for this specific thing. So that's how it helps me to connect dots, and it's really helpful. And keep track, because I have so many thoughts during the day, as we all do actually. It's impossible to track these things. So what I do, I just throw them on the paper, or throw them in the program, or throw them in my phone. And then when I have time, each and every day, I analyzed these things and I just put it in the program, and because it's impossible nowadays with all the knowledges, with all the people you're talking to, with the fast pace of our environment that we are in, it's impossible to check everything. I really want to, because I'm really curious about the world. I'm really curious about the products, people around me. So that's why I put everything in there. Another thing that helps me a lot is I play in and out, and we will play it in a bit. Each month I do this. One skill or one thing or one whatever I learned this month, and what I want this skill to change it for the next month. So I have one idea or one plan or one thing to throw away, and to change it to another one I want to develop. And that's like a part of the reflection I want to have with all of you. So one thing that I'm really happy that I have it. I'm really good at that I developed this skill, product, idea, anything, but I want to put it away, and what I want to develop in the upcoming months. So that's what I do, and I really want to do this with all of you. So can we have at least, and we will do it in a really interesting way. So I will not tell everything in time. But what I ask you to do right now, Clara, can you assist please with papers, because I forgot my folder. Thank you. So now you will have a few minutes. Let's say 3 minutes to write on one paper, and please paste like in word in here, in,
One is
in, and another is out. Why I do this? Because all the systems are not working for me at all. Yes, exactly. Bless you. That's why actually when someone sneezes in my culture, they are proving that I'm right. I don't know if it's working. Say, I think that's the Slavic thing. So basically, it can be sometimes it can be insightful. Sometimes I learned something really cool, but maybe in my self-reflection, I decided actually this skill is nice. It will help me, but I will not develop it to the point that I'm extremely professional in this one. So I will not overstimulate myself. Or say, yes, I like this month, but maybe next month it's not the thing. I want to concentrate on other things. So that's what I do. I write this thing out because, yes, thank you, let's go. And then I write something in. Yeah. Well, why it's good? Because you visualize what you're thinking. Because writing is the best skill you can develop, actually, for your mind. Because that's how we operate. Once we discovered that we can make the writing and develop our languages, that's the best way how we can actually understand ourselves better. And our brain it's not limited, okay, but it has capacity, mental capacity that we are experiencing. So the best skill that you can learn, I mean I'm not pushing you, but one of the best skills, it's writing. And actually this helps you visualize what you actually did. And these papers that you can have five of each, that doesn't matter, 10 of them. If you have a lot of things you want to get rid of, just visualize them on the paper or on digital device, that doesn't matter. Or I don't know, if you have a board, go ahead, write it down. Yeah, like this. That's the more visuals and the more writing you do about this, the more you understand what you actually did. Because another thing with obsessions and passions, you don't understand your achievements, and you don't understand what you achieved or learned or anything, because you just go, 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 go. And that's it.